Hello everyone, this is Oblivion and welcome back to another episode of Liminal Industries. In the last episode we set up smelting redstone, so we have a good supply of redstone now, which is actually pretty good. Also, in the last episode we started stripping wallpaper. You'll notice that I had the wallpaper stripper here, but it wasn't enough. I wasn't actually producing that much wallpaper, so I moved it over here so that we could do a bigger circle. And now we're stripping a much larger area, so we have a really good supply of wallpaper. And that's because it wasn't really keeping up with this guy, and also in this episode we are going to set up the ash alloy. So if I go look at this, we can get ash alloy from ash and cobblestone, and we can get ash from wallpaper. So we're going to be setting up the two mixes, and then we also might be crafting maybe some shafts, some gears, that sort of thing. So the first thing that we want to do is we want some basins. So two of these, and then we want a mixer, which we don't have any of, but we can make some. 1, 2. Do we have casings? Of course we do. So we get two mixers, and then we want a heater. We probably want two of these. And then we can put this, actually let's remove that for now. So we can put a basin there, and then we can put one here, and then we probably want a belt like in the ground here. Like so. Also, I just realized that instead of burning all of this pulp, I could use it as a fuel source. Decisions. I think what we want to do is that we want to use this as a fuel source. So let's reverse that for now, and then let's pick up this lava. And then the one thing that we can do is... So if I wanted to do a belt this way, I have a feeling that the item wouldn't actually go under. Let's check. So if I have a belt line along here, go up the water, and then I have belt and shaft. Where's my shafts? There it is. Actually, I just realized that it's not along this level, it's along the level below. Also, did I put this at the right height? Basins. No, I didn't. So, I think this belt level is the correct height, it's just that the heaters are not at the correct height. So if I put the heaters up by 1, like so, and then I put the shaft, not there, nope, this way. Okay, so we go this way, like so, and then maybe we could do a bit of this kind of thing. Shaft right here, and then we can do this. Now, if I put items on this, like a block of cardboard, does it go under? It does. Okay, nice. So we can do funnels like so, 1 and 2 as inputs. Yep. And then we can do this. How do I want to do this? I guess we could do a press straight on a depot. So depot. Okay, so casing, alloy, 1. Where's my alloy? 2. And then we can do press. We need a block of ash alloy. 1, 2. I might need to do a filter. So how do I want to go? Let's go this way, and this way. Nope. Actually, rotate like that. Yep. And then if I put a gearbox in here, is it going to be the right direction? What's the bet? Gearbox. Nope, I need to put the shaft in like that. Okay, it is the right direction. Nice. And then we can do cardboard. Like this. There we go. And then we can do this. Rotate this around. Which way do I want to face? Actually, this is alright. So we do this. We do gears. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Like that. Very nice. Alright, now we have cardboard for our cooking. So we got cooking there, we got cooking here. Very nice. And then we should be able to do same kind of thing as over there with... Actually, I could grab off of this. Anyways, we want to do a shaft here and here. Over like this. Over like this. And then we have basin. Nope. And basin. Do we need ash for anything, actually? So do we want to put in a box for any other recipes? There's just ash brick. And... is that it? Ash brick? I think that is it. So the only thing that you need it for is the coke oven, and you can just come down here and manually grab it. We're not automating that machine. So basin, and then we want to do probably one more belt, like this, and then this is our output, funnel. Very nice. And then we want to do mixer, nope. Mixer, cogs, and we could probably do this. Interesting. We want to do vertical gearbox, gear, like so. Not quite. Like so. And then we can go up here and connect these guys like so. Very nice. And we probably want to move our igneous extruder over here. For now, let's go and put this guy there, this guy here. You got wallpaper going. It's not actually going. That's interesting. Flint and flint. Or, let me check, ash. It does require it to be heated. It's interesting how it consumes it even if it's not heated. What? Wallpaper making books? What? Ash. I don't think that's correct. 20% chance to make ash. Why am I getting books? Stop. Still getting books. Why are you giving me books? um... Can I do anything with the books? Can I burn them? I just want ash. What if I don't have the heater? Still makes books. It's interesting. Book. See, this is a problem where the recipes are overlaid. Actually, it does say only one. So, if I figure out a way to make it so that there's only one in here, that would work. Maybe I could do something like comparator business. So one, like this. Now there's only one in there. And then we do this. And then we do this and this. Now, am I guaranteed to not get books anymore? Probably. I think... How would I do this so that there's two? Can I do like a threshold switch? Brass casing. This is a very expensive solution. Do I have this fiberboard? Okay. And then I should be able to get brass, put that here, and then put a lever on it. Because I want it to run continuously, but I also don't want it to make books. So this... power on when less than 2... No. When above... Not attached to a block. You are though. Oh, there we go. Power on. Item stacks. Okay. Can I switch which one is which? Invert signal. Okay, power on when greater than... At or above. At or above 2. At or below 1. Yes. So if I put 2 in, it'll power on. If it goes to 1, it'll power off. At or below 1. I think that's correct. And then I do a piece of redstone, and then I put the funnel back down. Also, I don't know if this is going to work. Nope, that doesn't work. I guess like so. I'm gonna cut away and then come back when I have a solution. Okay, so I figured it out. We want to use the comparator thing. So basically if there's anything in here, it'll stop. But then we want to use a brass funnel with exactly 2 as deposited, because andesite funnels pick up a whole stack, and when it puts it in, it'll put the 2 belts on the 2 paper on the belts in one action, and then after the one action it won't do anymore. So now we have guaranteed ash every time, which is nice. The thing that we want to do is now... Oops, nope, don't want to put that in there. Backpack in backpack, bad idea. We want to go grab our igneous extruder for cobblestone. So 2 buckets, 1 of each of these guys, pick this guy up, and we're off. So where we want to put this, I guess we have to put it here. So I'm gonna say we want to do a barrel here, and then we want to do this, or we could do, where's a chute, or even just a hopper, like that, like this, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Very nice. This and this. Cobblestone. Cool. Very nice. Now we can do shaft, and where's my belts? Blind. There we go. Gearbox. Very nice. And funnel. This guy. There to there. Let's say... I don't know, is this right? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. And then we can do this. And then we can do another funnel, which we already have. One there. Also, I just realized something. I am stupid. You can filter the basin recipes. So if I grab the ash and I do this, then it's not even required. Because if, no matter how much is in there, it'll always just do the ash recipe. It won't do the other recipe. Okay. Oh, that was overcomplicated. Funnel. There we go. Put the wallpaper in there. Grab the ash, put the ash in here. And then we have ash alloy, which is awesome. And all we want to do is connect these guys up. Cool. Now we have ash alloy automated. So we have cobble and ash alloy. And then we can put... where is this? Do we want to do it here? Sure. Let's do chain conveyor, 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 and then chain, and then packager and frog port. Where's my frogs? There they are. Frog and stock link. So we do this there, put that over there. Then we do packager there, packager here. We do this guy. Oops. To here. And then we do this guy to there. We have stock links on both of these. Alright. Now we have access to cobblestone and ash alloy in the system. So if I put all this away, very nice. And then we should be able to go upstairs and request some. So if I go to Mr. Blaze, then we have ash, alloy, and cobblestone. Nice. We can just request it from downstairs, and we should see the package come up along the line. There it is. It's on its way. Awesome. So, with that automated, what is next on the agenda? So, chapter 3. We could finish it off with power tools. Also, I removed the walkie-talkie mod because it was making me crash. We should do this guy. So that's pretty easy. All we need to do is 27 steel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So stick that on there. And then we can pick this guy up. I should probably not do it while standing on a belt. Very nice. The two ones that we dropped, probably in here. Yep. And then we can stick that in there. We can... Where's my plates? Over here. Then we can do reinforced. This guy, like so. And we can grab out our preheaters. Probably need some wire. Probably also need a power source, so I might put it over there. I could even put it downstairs, to be honest. This could use this. So let's do this quest. Do I have echo shards on me? There they are. 10. Redstone, we might as well do it in here. So vacuumulator. So the reason that this is important is for, is for turning lead into gold, which maybe we even have time to do. Use for carpet dust is centrifugal separator, confusing powder. So maybe we want to craft this. Can we even craft it? No. So we need an induction smelter, which nori crystal, atomic reconstructor. I think that is literally the next part of the quest line. So I have the vacuumulator, which I can do later. Let's go over to here. Why do I want to put this blast furnace? Decisions. I could put it like here. Very nice. Then we do this, and a hopper on top, I believe. Like this. And then I'm guessing you hit it in the middle. Yep. And then we have 2 of these guys, like so. And then we do this with probably a relay, like here. Can I break the block that it's on? No. So let's do this, like so. And then do I have any wires? This guy. So we can do this to this, this to this, and then this to this guy. And then how do I do input output on this? Left and right are running. We do this. We want to do, let's go check the book. Not that one. Heavy machinery, not the arc furnace. Simple machines? No. Overview and resources. Heavy machines. Am I missing it in here? Arc furnace? No. Refinery, mixer, fermenter, squeezer, workbench, assembler, sawmill, crusher, metal press, excavator. Overview and resources, ores, alloys, treated industrial dye, redstone acid, metal plates. Am I just dumb? Is there something that I can look at in here? Supports automatic inputs and outputs placed in front of its output. Okay, so this is going to be the output, and then I'm guessing that this is on the back is the input. So if I do hopper, and I do barrel, then I do packager, and then I do frog. Let's get 1, 2, 3. Where's my conveyor? There it is. And then some chain. Put that over to there. And then we grab a frog. Put that on this guy. Then we do a factory gauge. Tune to a stock link. Okay, well, tune to that guy. Tune to a stock link. We put this in here, put iron, and then we want 1 stack, please. Missing a target. Steel, input. Send it to steel input. Cool. Let's put all this away. We should probably have those on us somewhere. Put this away, this. Let's put some of this away. Put that away. Okay, nice. So, are we receiving a stack? There it is. It's on its way. I love all this packager business. It's just so fun. It seems that doesn't get pushed in. Maybe it's on the front. Maybe it's facing the wrong way. So if I put this in here, does that go in? No. Eh? Why are you not working? Or is the input on the top? I have a feeling the input's on the top and the fuel is on the side. So if I grab this... Also, I realized something about doing the hopper and then the barrel is that... So if I do this, does this go in? It does. Okay. So yeah, as I was saying with the hopper and the barrel, it means that the hopper fills up completely, which we don't need. If I do this, I'm pretty sure the chain conveyor must be above, like at least a block above the frog. which is why I'm moving it up here. So we go here, and then we do same thing as before. So frog goes here to here, steel input, then we do factory gauge, like so. Grab this, at least one stack. Okay, cool. Missing a target address, steel input. So now we have our steel automated. And I think that is going to be time for the episode. Is this the output? Yes. Okay, so in the next episode we'll probably put water on this and then make it into regular steel. But anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.